in the situation, man.
Okay, what crime have I committed?
Well, driving the wrong way on a one-way.
Can you show me where I went a wrong way? Your questions.
So then why did we get a call?
Again.
Why did we get a phone call about you?
Why don't you call the person?
They told us you.
Okay, again, I'm not asking or answering any questions.
And then yelled at them when they contacted.
I'm not answering any questions.
Do you have your ID, sir?
Again.
Welcome to Mr. Right, the place where real encounters between law enforcement and the people unfold before your eyes.
In this intense interaction, a police officer approaches a parked vehicle following a complaint of wrong ways driving. The driver repeatedly refuses to answer questions, demands proof of the alleged crime, and declines to show ID, triggering a volatile standoff. What rights does the citizen have when law enforcement escalates without offering evidence? Join us as we unpack the legal boundaries. Big thanks to the original channel for bringing this footage to light. Subscribe to Mr. Right ID Refusal for more in-depth breakdowns. Let's dive in.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. So we got a report. He's, this vehicle driving around, yelling at people, going the wrong way on a one-way. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, I didn't call you guys, so
Nope,
you should probably go find them. Talk to them.
No, we had the person call saying you driving around. We're doing that. So
well,
we're just trying
obviously
to figure out what's
I'm parked,
going on, man.
so.
All right. So where'd you come from initially?
That's none of your concern.
Well, yeah, it is because I'm here investigating the situation, man.
Okay, what crime have I committed?
Well, driving the wrong way on a one-way.
Can you show me where I went a wrong way?
Like I said, man,
you can go talk to the bank manager because they have already talked about this, and I'm not answering any of your questions.
So then why did we get a call?
Again, not answering your questions.
Okay. Why did we get a phone call about you?
Why don't you call the person who made the call and then find out from them why you received a call?
They told us you.
Okay, again, I'm not asking or answering any
And
questions.
then yelled at them when they contacted.
I'm not answering any questions.
Do you have your ID, sir?
Again, what crime have I committed and what crime have I been suspected of committing in order to show you my ID?
Reckless driving.
Okay, can you prove that?
Right now, we just have a word.
Again, that's a word. That is not a crime. I am not giving you my ID until you have shown me where I've committed a crime.
Sir,
again,
can I see your ID?
No, you may not.
All right, what's your name?
Again, I'm not answering any questions.
You're not going to answer any questions.
Nope.
All right, can we have a conversation then of what happened?
I told you I'm not answering any questions.
Why?
Go find the individual that made the call. You have business with them. You don't have any business with me.
No,
I do not consent.
Business with you.
No, you don't.
You're the one. They're called about you. So that means our business is also with you. We have to contact the RP. We're going to contact that individual, but we also need to talk to you as well. There's two sides to every story, right? They're giving their side of the story. What's your side of the story?
Go talk to the bank manager or the individuals within the bank or the individual that made the call. I have no business with you.
We can hang out, but we're hanging out outside your car.
Yep.
That's the deal. Is that fair?
I'll happily go talk to the bank managers and stuff, but you need to...
Am I being detained?
At this time, yes.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for detainment.
So, I'm off
Again, I understand, and I'm not trying to be a pain, but I am not answering your questions because I do not consent to this, and I'm not the one that called you. You need to go find who called you, and you need to have that issue with them.
You don't have to be happy about what's going on. I understand that. But when we're investigating a crime, you do have to identify yourself. That is one of the few things that
that's
you do
only
have to do.
if I am convicted of a crime and or suspected, then you can arrest me, in which you'll have a lawsuit.
I'd rather not do that. One of the things that you are required to do when police are
Again,
investigating
I'm not giving
crime,
you my ID because I have not been convicted of a crime.
You can't be convicted of a crime unless we know who we're talking to.
Well,
that's not how that works.
Again, I have not been convicted of a crime. You guys did not physically see it. There is no injured party, and that is unconstitutional.
I'm not going to sit here and...
The officer approaches the vehicle based on a third-party complaint, but fails to witness any crime firsthand. The driver, invoking his Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, repeatedly asks, "What crime have I committed?" Under Terry v. Ohio, police may briefly detain a person based on reasonable suspicion, but cannot demand ID without articulable facts, linking the individual to a specific crime. The officer cites reckless driving, yet provides no evidence. The citizen legally refuses to identify himself under Hybel v. 6th Judicial District Court, which allows ID refusal unless there's a lawful detainment based on observed conduct. By 211, the officer confirms detainment, shifting the encounter into a constitutional gray zone. Officer Unnamed oversteps by insisting on answers without decalls. The driver, identity not publicly stated, correctly withholds information. Citizens should calmly assert rights, document everything, and never consent verbally without clarity of charges.
Argue with you.
Well, you're trying to get me to have a conversation with you, which isn't going to happen. You need to go have a conversation, again, with the individuals within the bank or the person who made the call.
And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So as long as we can sit out here, we don't
That's
have
fine.
to talk.
Can I put my keys in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay. I put these documents through here?
Yeah.
There's nothing in them.
No worries.
It's just what I came to the bank for.
Nope. As long as
pen?
yep. As long as we can stay outside,
I'm-
then I don't have any issue.
That's fine.
And to answer your question before, I don't know if you got the answer. The suspected crime is careless driving.
Okay, well,
I'm just,
I want to see
I'm
proof.
not
I want to see
looking at
proof.
arguing with you. I'm just telling you. You asked the
Show me.
question, I'm answering.
I get that.
I don't have a video camera in my
Okay.
car that watched you do it.
Then you
I'm
cannot be the injured
I'm not
party
trying
then.
to argue with you.
I get that.
I'm just telling you.
But you cannot be the injured party. You cannot convict me of a crime right now.
Correct.
The discussion turns into a precise legal standoff. The unnamed officer maintains calm but continues probing, while the driver firmly anchors his stance under the 4th and 5th Amendments, the rights to privacy and against self-incrimination. When he says you cannot be the injured party, he's referring to the legal principle of corpus delicti, meaning a crime requires a victim or tangible harm. The officer, lacking direct observation or video evidence, cannot establish a non-found guy. The Supreme Court ruled that refusal to identify is lawful when police lack reasonable suspicion. Here, the driver's logic is constitutionally sound. No evidence. The officer's insistence borders procedural overreach but avoids physical coercion. The correct citizen response, maintain composure, refuse unlawful questioning, and keep recording, remains consistent with civil rights practice and the First Amendment right to document public officials.
Because you are not the one that saw the supposed or alleged thing happen.
That'd be a witness. I'm a cop.
Exactly. And so right now, you're unlawfully detaining me because you have no proof other than somebody's account of something that may or may not have happened. Therefore, you are accusing me of being guilty instead of presuming innocence. Yes, you are, because otherwise I would not be quote-unquote detained right now, and I could get in my vehicle and I could travel away from this area.
This is no different than a traffic stop.
This is different than a traffic stop. Because you have, unlawfully detained me with the quote-unquote reasonable suspicion of committing a crime, which you do not have any witness, which I have the constitutional right per my 6th Amendment to see my witness. Where is this witness?
You have a right to confront your witness
Yes.
in a court.
Okay.
That's how that works. You good hanging out for a sec?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. If you want to hang for a sec.
All right, man. So here's where we're at with everything. Checked the bank manager. Fortunately, they don't have cameras in the parking lot. They said that you and another customer got into a little argument out here over driving stuff. Each one seemed to accuse the other one of driving poorly, driving too fast, whatever it may have been. Said you did admit to at one point driving down the wrong way of a one-way street.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's what the bank manager just told me.
No. She said, I bet you she said that it looked as if I'm pulling into a parking lot. Show me
Sir,
where the
I'm
one-way
telling
is.
you exactly what she just told me.
I want to see where the one-way is. And where's the one-way, and I want to see the video.
They don't have videos.
Okay, well then.
The driver intensifies his legal argument by invoking the 6th Amendment, asserting his right to confront the accuser in court. He correctly distinguishes between reasonable suspicion and a false challenge Officer John Doe's authority to detain without direct observation or physical evidence. Under Florida v. JL, yet justify a stop. Here, the officer relies solely on hearsay. The driver also disputes the label of a traffic stop, noting there was no observed infraction. By demanding video evidence and questioning the officer's legal standing, the driver highlights a potential Fourth Amendment violation: unlawful seizure without cause. His demand is clear: produce evidence or release. Citizens witnessing similar encounters should stay composed, invoke specific amendments, and document everything to protect their rights under constitutional law.
You cannot convict me of a crime.
Can you let me talk? I'm being very polite and calm.
And I'm being irritated because
Yes,
you guys are preventing me. You guys are illegally detaining me right now. This is called kidnapping at the moment because you are not letting me travel from my area to continue with my life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is a violation of my constitutional
We're
rights.
detaining you in the investigation of a possible crime, which we
Okay.
are legally
Show me the
allowed to
proof.
do. That's why it's called an investigation, sir. If you'll let me finish talking, we'll get you on your way.
No,
The
because you're
bank-
trying to identify me and I haven't been convicted of a crime. I have not committed a crime either.
So legally, if
No,
we
not
are
legally.
legal,
This
sir,
is not a stop and ID
sir,
state. This is not
legally,
a stop and ID
if we
state.
are investigating a crime, you are legally required to identify yourself.
No, I'm not.
You are. I'm not going to push it though, okay? So I'm just going to tell you what the bank manager told me because you told me to go talk to the bank manager, right?
I
Is
told
that
you to go talk to the bank, yes.
And what did they?
And I told you to find the other individual that quote unquote made
and
this.
another officer called and spoke with her.
Okay.
Okay. So let me talk.
Continue.
Is that
Go ahead.
fine? The bank manager told me that you admitted to driving on the wrong way on a one-way. You two got into a little argument in the parking lot. The other person doesn't want anything done right now. So we're done.
Well, then am I free to go?
Yes.
Then have a good day.
In this ID refusal encounter, the unnamed driver earns a solid A for asserting his rights calmly, citing the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendments, and refusing to be intimidated. Officer John Doe receives a C for procedural overreach and unclear legal grounding, though he eventually de-escalates. Key legal points include: police cannot demand ID without reasonable suspicion. JLO and random stops violate the 4th Amendment, Delaware v. Cruz. In any ID refusal situation, remain calm, ask, "Am I being detained?" and never provide ID unless legally required. Filming is protected under the First Amendment. This case shows the power of lawful resistance and why knowing your rights is non-negotiable. For more real cases and legal breakdowns, follow Mr. Right D Refusal. And special thanks to the original channel, support them, and stay informed.